that evening to talk about the stories making the headlines across the nation. And, well, it is the first working day of the week. And, of course, it is the first edition of the program for the week. Welcome. My name is Michael Oni, and I'm being joined by my friends and also my colleagues. Ginika Oloha is right here. Good evening to you, Ginika.
Yeah, good evening, Michael. Finally, INEC has budged to lift the campaign ban for political parties after so many pressures from the various political parties.
Exactly. That's the latest as it concerns that postponed elections. Well, Samson Eze, good evening to you.
Good evening, Michael. I knew it was just a matter of time because the pressure was so much on INEC, and then the decision itself was something not within the framework of the regulation guiding INEC. So INEC chairman himself erred by taking that decision. So it was just a matter of time.
I think we should begin with that. The electoral umpire has okayed the resumption of political campaigns. This was contained in a statement by INEC's National Commission and the chairman of the Commission's Information Voter Education Committee, Mr. Festus Okoye. According to the statement, INEC opted to reopen the campaigns after consultations with political parties. The campaigns are now expected to end by midnight of Thursday, the 21st of February 2019. This is coming just over 48 hours after the Commission told political stakeholders that campaigns would remain closed despite the postponement of the general elections. Now, let's move on to some of the stories we have for you this evening. Beginning from Abia State, there was, 3 INEC officials were arrested for being in possession of over 10,000 PVCs. Well, the Abia State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Dr. Joseph Ilo, explained that the 3 INEC officials arrested by the police were on official duty and committed no offense. He confirmed that the staff were returning uncollected PVCs from Iguano when they were accosted by security operatives. Let's listen to Dr. Joseph.
They are staff of INEC qualified to hold PVC, and most importantly, they are delivering the PVC from their local government office of INEC to the headquarters of INEC. If they had sinister motive, they wouldn't be bringing the PVCs to INEC office.
It's been a lot of controversies over the weekend, and this is actually one of the controversies over the weekend. From that viral video to this one, INEC officials arrested because they had PVCs uncollected at about over 10,000 uncollected PVCs on them. Well, guys.
Well, Ginika and Michael, I must tell you, beyond all that, I think, yes, it may have been a question of mistaken identity.
Okay.
Was it really mistaken identity? But then it took time for the INEC chairman to
make clarifications.
To make these clarifications. And again, as at this moment, we're yet to get the official number of collected PVCs that have been given out, and the uncollected number of PVCs, because that is what we're going to use as yardstick for the election. You must know the number of persons who have collected and the number who voted, the voided votes and all that. So as fast as we can, we need to know the figures of those who have actually picked their PVCs at the moment. And for INEC officials, they just have to be very, very careful too, because somehow the politicians are on the prowl, like they're looking for who to help their destiny. And then if you make yourself a willing tool, why wouldn't them patronize you? But it's good enough that he has come out to state that these guys were on official duties and there is nothing sinister about that movement.
Okay.
Yes, on that particular issue, when Samson called from INEC, and I was asking
earlier today,
why did they have to wait this long for them to start returning those PVCs? This is the heat of the moment. The election is almost here, and just last weekend, I think that was when they were arrested or so. Why did you have to wait? The collection of PVC ended Monday last week. You had like maybe a day or two to do the returns and all that, and you had to wait until the election day. Almost on the election day, that was when you decided to return those the PVCs. That is, I think that's where most people will have issues with, because you never can tell. This is political time. all the politicians, like you rightly pointed out, are out there looking for who to devour. I mean, to cause havoc and all that. So I think if they had done this earlier before the day they were arrested, nobody would have raised any eyebrow as regards to their arrest.
All right, to ensure the integrity of the rescheduled presidential and the parliamentary elections, the Electoral Commission, INEC, has retrieved sensitive materials already distributed in most states of the Federation, Abia State inclusive. According to the rec here in Abia State, Dr. Joseph Ilo, he said all sensitive materials have been retracted. According to those, especially those materials issued out to local governments prior to the postponement.
For now, all our materials, all sensitive electoral materials issued out have been retracted back to, they are now in safe custody of the CBN here in Umuahia. We have not issued any ballot paper to any person. We have not issued result sheets in any way. If anyone is caught with it, it's not part of INEC, and I don't think it will be part of INEC. We are working according to the rule of law.
All right. Well, that's the situation as it concerns the controversies over the weekend. I think that settles it, guys.
Yeah, but what happened to the people, both the PVCs, the election materials that were flying left, right, center in the course of over the weekend? Where did they come from? If actually INEC is saying that everything has been retrieved, we believe them, but who gave out the other ones that were flying everywhere?
Well, he stated that some of those materials were not given to anybody, and it's very easy for you to even create one. Just go to INEC website, download the logo. You have the internet there. You have your computer facilities. You can actually create one instantly. And then concerning the fake result that made the rounds on Friday and then Saturday and thereafter, INEC results are handwritten, not typed. That one was typed, so that's another faulty area. He talked about the case of multiple registration in Mporo, and then he alleged that was falsified, that it wasn't actually what happened, that someone created that false impression, and so many other issues. I really don't think we can have election without controversies in this country. That's why Nigeria is a multi-ethnic nation. We can hardly have a contest as big as election without controversies.
Still talking about controversies, it's been blame game as it concerns major political parties here in Abia State ahead of the Saturday's presidential and the National Assembly elections. So major political parties have been engaging in blame game as they question the readiness of the electoral umpire. I think Samson filed in a report earlier today.
There is no doubt that Nigerians were ready to cast their ballots and participate fully in the process of deciding their leaders for the next 4 years on Saturday. However, the announcement by INEC put paid to this desire.
Following a careful review of the implementation of its logistics and operational plan and the determination to conduct free, fair and credible elections, the Commission came to the conclusion that proceeding with the election as scheduled is no longer feasible.
And back home in Abia State, it has been blame game with the major political parties accusing each other and INEC of alleged bias even before the start of the election.
We have not issued any result sheet to any person and will not do so until the appropriate
time. The PDP, led by its chairman, Johnson Onibo, has accused some APC chieftains of having card readers and other sensitive materials in their homes.
What I'm saying is what I wanted to publish. I said our opponents, the AP in Abia State, have these card readers in their houses. They have the ballot paper in their houses. And in fact, they have top printed. They have written the results. A collaboration of some professors. Some professors from Umudike University collaborated with them to commit this nefarious activity. It's anti-democracy. That's not the way.
The Abia State APC chairman, Donatus Mwapa, in turn accused the resident electoral commissioner of compromise and working with the PDP.
We have lost confidence in them. We do not, on our own part, believe that the present crop of leadership of INEC in Abia can guarantee a free and fair election.
The blame game continues as APGA chairman Augustine Ehemere posits that some politicians are bent on rubbishing the efforts of INEC to give Abia State a credible poll.
The effort of resident electoral commissioner of Abia State, Dr. Ilo, is being aborted, is being sabotaged by desperate politicians in collaboration with some officers of the Commission. As at yesterday, PVCs were flying here and there.
INEC on its part has reassured the people of Abia State of a credible election, according to the resident electoral commissioner.
Well, I can be sure that PDP is even crying more than every other party in Abia. I don't know. PDP is crying, APC is crying, APGA is crying, and SDP, all of them. So which one? Please, when we play strictly to the rule, some people must feel uncomfortable.
The 2019 general elections begins on Saturday with presidential and National Assembly polls. Samson Eze, Flow FM News.
All right, thank you very much, Samson. That was a detailed explanation of what is happening as it concerns the blame game between the major opposition parties. Right here in Abia State, we have the PDP, we have the APC, we have the APGA. It's been playing game. Even the SDP. Well, it's been playing game. We have PVCs flying around. Some actually accusing that they do have card readers in their possession. It's been playing game. Guys.
You remember on Saturday when they postponed the election, when the announcement came, I said we are going to have another round of blame, accusation here and there, hitting up the polity and all that. And this is, look at it, it's playing out now. Everybody is claiming that you caused it, I didn't cause it, and all that.
But
who do we now believe?
We should sit down and actually do the analysis of some of these allegations. They might be true. We should look at them and actually direct the appropriate authorities to look into this these blames rather.
Like what we normally say in our local parlance, not them. It's still the politicians themselves, so they know what they are talking about. If anybody is accusing anybody, they should tell us who, and we are just here looking at them.
Well, the onus is on the politician or the party chairman who has blamed or led the allegation to defend or prove it. Like that of the PDP chairman is a strong one, Genika. You must agree with
a very strong one.
That card readers and then sensitive materials have found their ways into some homes of some APC chieftains. This is something he really has to prove. I mean, prove it. And if you can prove it, it will. You would have
alliance with some professors. Also.
Yes, with some professors. He was precise. Michael Okpara University professors. These are the things that he has to prove, and he would do. If he can do that, he would have helped the people of Abia State a great deal, I must tell you.
Okay, well, let's move on. Let's go to national issues, because there was a meeting today, a caucus meeting of the All Progressives Congress, and the president, the number one citizen of Nigeria, was present at that meeting. Vice President was present. 11 governors attended that meeting, and the national leader of the APC was also present. But let's give you the details of the meeting. The national chairman of the Nigeria's ruling party, APC, accused the electoral umpire of working in cahoots with the main opposition party, PDP. Remember that the party's chairman made a similar accusation last week, and this latest allegation, he said INEC in states like Akwa Ibom and Rivers State was working with the PDP. I think we should listen to him speak.
All we have now known, I can put my hand on the Holy Quran, that INEC leadership knew that they were going to postpone the election. They shared this information with the People's Democratic Party and advised them not to waste their resources, while pretending to us that they are on top of the situation. As a believer, moments like these can be described as times of temptation. Those who are weak-hearted will give up. But those who are determined will recognize that nothing good that comes easy. Whoever participated in this act that was determined, that was designed and intended to frustrate our party and to frustrate our members and to discourage the electorate. Mr. President, I believe it is our collective duty to put them to shame.
Mr. Oshiomhole said he could swear by the Bible and the Quran of the authenticity of his claim.
No, wow. he said he was going to swear with Quran. He didn't mention Bible. So I was going to ask, is he actually a Muslim or a Christian? If is he a Muslim or a Christian?
I think he's a Muslim, but
converted a Christian. No, let me know, because when I listened to him, I wasn't going to take him serious, because he said he was going to place his hand on the Quran, meaning that he's going to swear with the Quran. If you're a Christian, you are swearing with the Quran. Of course, it doesn't add up for me.
I don't think Oshiomhole is a Christian.
No, let's forget his religion now.
Because that should form the basis of this.
Okay.
The allegation that he made on that particular event, he said that that INEC had a kind of agreement between PDP and them, that they gave out the information that the election was not going to hold. I keep wondering how. And I think the APC government, they appointed the INEC chairman and all the rec.
Guys,
am I correct?
The high point.
If that's the case,
it is called independent national, independent.
Who appointed the rec chairman?
But they are not.
I mean the INEC chairman. Who appointed him?
Well, the president has a right to appoint,
and I'm sure the president also has the right to fire him if he so wishes.
Not like what you think. Not like what you think.
No, but what I'm saying is, if actually what the claims Oshomole was making was correct, I don't think PDP and the INEC had any agreement whatsoever.
Let's listen
the issue of postponing the election came to everybody as a surprise, including APC and PDP. That's how I see.
Let's listen to the president. He spoke there, and he said that he reprimanded INEC as usual. He already reprimanded INEC after the statement, and he repeated that he gave INEC all the necessary support to ensure a smooth exercise. But what I got from the president's speech, the word incompetence. He said the electoral body still displayed incompetence and failed to let Nigerians go to the poll as originally scheduled. Let's listen to the president speak.
INEC had all the time and all the resources they had, they wanted. They didn't have to wait for only 6 hours to cast the vote to tell us that it was impossible. Definitely, the reasons why such incompetence manifests itself has to be explained to the nation. After the election, we have to know exactly what happened and who is responsible.
Guys, I want to wade in here. You see, I remember at the point in 2015, an extension, it gives you more time to read harder or even work harder. And now the embargo on campaigns has been lifted. They will definitely go back to the field, try to convince more Nigerians. But then, I feel for the INEC chairman. We're just talking about him. Look at the man. He's almost a shadow of himself. He looks so ruffled, and at this point, I tell you, I don't envy his position.
I don't even envy the position. If you remember, we were just making analysis of the past INEC chairman in the past we've had in this country. You remember Gubadia? Gubadia that conducted in 2003.
Yeah.
Then in 2007, it was Maurice Iwu. I don't know if that one, is he still in Nigeria?
And somehow, you
remember the names, the insults they gave to that man
and somehow
after he conducted that 2007 election.
Yes.
Okay. Then,
guys,
let's
look at the high point of that meeting. The high point, the president said he gave this order to the security operatives to be ruthless, and that statement has been generating controversy. It has been generating ripple effect. There, the president warned potential troublemakers to stay away from ballot boxes on the 24th of February. At that caucus meeting of the APC, the president warned that anyone who foments trouble, especially by carrying ballot boxes, will be doing so at the expense of his life. Yes, exactly. That was what the president said. Listen to him.
Anybody who decides to snatch boxes or lead thugs to disturb it, I really give the military and the police to be ruthless. We are not going to be blamed that we want to rig election. I want Nigerians to be respected. Let them vote whoever they want across the parties. I'm not afraid of that. I have gone through, as you said, the whole 36 states and Abuja. I went round. I think I have got enough supporters across the country. I am going to warn anybody who thinks he has enough influence in his locality to lead a body of thugs to snatch boxes or to disturb the voting system. He will at the expense of his own life. Thank you very much.
Well, that statement has been generating controversies over on the social media, Twitter, Facebook, talk about it.
Okay,
but according to Senator Shehu Sani raised concerns that statement on what will befall snatchers of ballot boxes can encourage lawless persons to engage in jungle justice. But some people are commending the president on that statement, that it's a good one by the #1 citizen, and that statement shows non-partisanship.
Okay, well, whoever is terrified, like the PDP, the PDP said it's a call for war and like inciting the security operatives against Nigerians. So what did the president say? The president said, be ruthless on election riggers or whoever gets close to the ballot boxes. What would be your business? I mean, if you don't have anything to hide, why would you be so afraid? Why would you be so afraid? And I just want to believe that this message of the president cuts across board. It goes to APC members as well. It goes to PDP members. And I think I support the president on this because that is the way to go.
Okay. Then again, this issue of ballot box snatching, is it still fashionable? Because the Electoral Act is very clear on that. If there's any way, there's ballot box snatching or violence,
the election will be cancelled.
It will be cancelled.
It may be in favor of a particular party that is not winning at that point.
Then any party that is crying wolf because of this particular statement made by the president, then I think that particular party has some skeleton.
All right, let's go straight to the phone line. So you've heard analysis tonight on the show, and you want to contribute, you can head on to your phone and press the button 0808 182 6949 0811 605 2949. You can also drop messages on the SMS line 0906 510 8289. We've resumed countdown to the postponed election. It is now 4 days. Okay, let's take calls. Good evening to you. Hello. Okay, I think we lost that. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Michael.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
Wilson Manoda. I'm calling from Mumbai.
All right, you're welcome.
Good evening, Guinea and Samson.
Good evening.
So, number one, I want to talk about what Mr. President said. If he should be ruthless on people, the ballot box snatchers, he should have signed that, carried that law into electoral law into act. He should have signed that electoral bill into act. It would be a better way to deal with any rigor on any election. But he forgot to sign it and telling us that he would deal with the ballot snatchers and whatever. So the Nigerians were in a place whereby we, as soon as possible, we've forgotten a lot of things that happened under this government. Then secondly, concerning what INEC, the lady that they are accused of 10,000 PVCs, you've seen it. In media people, they just took it that PDP has flown, this party has flown. It's not supposed to be so. So we are supposed to verify information before coming on the, if I'm the lady, I will sue the media people that took it on air, because another thing that happened, you see blames.
All right, you have to wrap up your thought. We have some other persons trying to contribute.
Better than how we are dealing with things today. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Okay, 0808 182 6949 0811 605 2949. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Samson. Michael Oni.
Yes, you're welcome. Good evening to you.
Obina from Port Harcourt Road in Aba.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You see, I want to talk about the statement by the president that anybody caught snatching ballot box should be shot dead.
The president didn't say. The president didn't say shot dead. Okay. The president was specific that
he said
be ruthless. It wasn't shot dead.
Yes, they should be ruthless.
Exactly.
Anyway, we want to define ruthless, but because it has been paining me in this country that Nigeria is looking as if we are a lawless country. A single individual will go and loot money, billions of naira, and nothing will happen to him. I think if you want to get this, our society moving, we have to be ruthless to people who are doing bad things that are making this country not to move forward. And it is very, very disheartening that whenever the president says, I will deal with looters, I will deal with election riggers, a particular party will come out and start addressing the issue. It is very sad. It is very sad. Does it mean that that party is the people that are looting, or they are the people that are rigging and snatching ballot box? It is very, very worrisome and shameful.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
It's people calling from Mumbai.
All right. You're welcome.
I have a question for my fellow youth. That man sending you to go and snatch ballot box, he has children. Probably all of them are not in the country. Probably some are hidden inside his house and you saw them at the point of sending you. But he wouldn't send here and that his son because he wants them to be safe. And you are the one that is good to be useless. When we they listen, someone is holding billions of naira belonging to me and you. And the person will bring that peanut 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, at most 50,000 for you to go and do all these dirty deals. And after all said and done, he has paid you off. After he wins the election, the next thing you will see as you are entering the gate is the law of dogs. You will see them with Doberman, Rottweiler, name and a special dog all over in their compound. Even the police and SSGSS, they will use it to surround themselves. We need to even allow you the access if you have access to it. Next election day, the next election, you are ready to do such dirty jobs. My fellow youth should learn. For President saying that the security operatives should be ruthless on the ballot box snatchers. Yes, of course, I think I support him to an extent, but there shouldn't be sacred land. Whether it's PDP, whether it's APC, any party that sends any ballot box snatcher, whatever is good for the goose is good for the gander.
All right. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate it, especially the part where you did a little bit of voter education. You don't have business snatching ballot boxes. Okay, this is very important. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Mike. Tony.
You're welcome.
I'm Sheneze, and my other man, what's your name?
Ginika Aloha. Good evening to you.
Ginika Aloha. All of you, I say good evening to you, and may God bless you all.
Amen.
You've been giving me what I always need to hear about this election and whatever is going on in Nigeria, not even the election alone. People have been trying. I just want to say thank you to you all.
Thank you very much. What's your name, please?
What I'm saying is, may God help us. That's all I want to contribute. Thank you.
Amen. Your name, please?
Oh, I am Mike Ibokwe.
Oh, Mr. Mike Ibokwe.
Yes.
Okay, that's very correct. Thank you very much. My namesake there. Good evening to you. Hello. Okay, let's go straight to the SMS line. This one says, good evening, presenters. I support the president in 2015 in World Bank Primary School that after voting a particular party, their thugs carried the ballot box